All right, guys, on today's show, I have with me Mr. Alfred and his wife, Susie. We're going to be talking all about multifamily short-term vacation rental properties. Now, you'd like to invest in commercial real estate. I'd like to show you how these properties make profit and break down all their expenses so you understand how they operate, how they appreciate over time, and how this will impact your taxes. I'd also like to let you know the property's cap rate and how it compares with similar properties in the market, how the location best services its users, and the potential for future growth. I'd like to fill you in on the historical and future occupancy trends, as well as potential management structures affecting the investment. And we won't miss the investment's risk profile nor the best exit strategies. Yes, we'll cover the condition of the property, any value add potential and repositioning, but we'll also dive into special topics like customer base, market positioning, and marketing and booking strategies when it applies. And if you stay tuned until the end, I'll show you my top picks for the best commercial real estate deals that have generated the most annual profits, have the highest appreciation, and the best tax implications. So no matter if you're a first-time investor or a seasoned professional transitioning into the real estate game, or perhaps simply a casual investor looking to relocate to the beach to live, play, and invest so that the passive income can support you in your retirement years, whether you have 20% to pay down because you're financing or you're a cash buyer, if it's a commercial real estate investment that you're after, you'll be better because I'm aiming to give you a 10 times return on your time for watching my videos until the end. All right, so what's the ideal guest profile? Who's the ideal guest that rents a multifamily short-term vacation rental property?
Good people.
What, good people?
Kind people. I get guests that so amazing. They, if there is a problem or find something, they ask politely. They call me.
Yep.
And some of them clean the house. Some of them leave gifts.
Leave gifts?
Yeah,
wow,
chocolate
awesome.
or a planet
or something like that.
So is it large groups of families? Is it groups of friends? Is it couples seeking weekends?
Well, you got all of them, like friends and all that. I don't. Of course, some stuff gonna happen. We're gonna see in the house. Just call me and be patient with me. I'm working on fixing it.
Yeah.
Just sometimes I don't have the handyman, especially in the summer, right away.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll provide solutions. If you are patient with me, and okay, no problem. I love guests like that.
Okay.
I don't call me when you have a problem. Call me, but work with me. Be
Yeah.
patient. If I provided alternative because something out of my hand, accept that.
Exactly. You can't do anything about it. Yeah.
Well,
So-
for me it's different. For me is the people that having problem and I can fix the problem immediately and they about to leave and the problem is there and they don't give me bad reviews. This is for me the perfect guest. that they didn't they sometimes like like in the peak the air conditions
They go out.
Why? Because they keep the doors open
And they just run and run.
back and forth, and
Yep.
air condition work overtime, and then get bad, and the temperature go up very quickly, and it's 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock, and they're about to leave in the morning. I can get somebody at that
time, yeah.
local that work for
Yeah,
me.
it's too
That
late.
work for me.
Yeah, exactly.
So they don't give me bad review, and they leave in peace.
That's ideal.
Yeah, I
That's the
understand.
ideal.
That's
Now, tell me, is there a time when you've had a guest that something funny happened, something memorable happened, or even you learned a really important lesson? What lesson have you learned from working with these guests, managing these type properties?
We have a lot, but so we need to give you the best one.
All right, guys, Brandon here. Now, the property back behind me made $131,160.93 last year. Yes, this is a multifamily duplex right back behind me. It has 2 separate units. Each unit has 4 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, and the guy is renting it out 3 different ways on Airbnb and VRBO, which he's making an incredible killing that way. The flexibility is where he's winning. Now, he's renting it out as an 8-bedroom, and he's making a ton of cash. He's renting it out as 2 separate 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom units. So if he can't rent it as separate units, he's written the whole thing, and he's crushing it. Additionally, I'm going to show you that the space on the other side of it can be the perfect fit to put in a nice in-ground pool, which will obviously help you grow this business. Guys, we have to dive into the fact that there's no HOA fee here. We have to dive into the fact that that means that you can kind of set your maintenance budget and you don't have to deal with all the crazy town mess of HOAs. We have to dive into the fact that you're able to buy this one property for maybe $100,000, $200,000 more than another property just up the street like it that doesn't have a whole second unit. There's another property selling for $1.4 million just up the street. This property right now is on the market for 1.7, and I would imagine that the seller is flexible. You could pay $100,000, maybe $150,000 more and end up with 2 units here. Now, guys, we're on site right now in Surfside Beach. We are at Seaside Drive and 5th Avenue. I'm going to take you inside the unit in just a minute, but I did want to take you around it so you can kind of see what's going on just outside of us. That is a beach access right there. See that right there? Beach access, those people climbing on up. Let's take a look what you got going on back behind here. Obviously you can see the parking underneath. Now, as far as the pool area goes, it's just over here. Stairs leading to the back entrance to the top floor unit. And this is where you'd put a pool in. And obviously, pools work for short-term vacation rentals, and especially in that listing description on Airbnb. And here's why. You ready? Let's get our cardio in. Come on. Let's look right over at the neighbor's property. What do they have? Pools. You see? Now this is the entrance. This is not the front entrance. This is the back entrance to the property. And step in this way, as you can see. Very, very nice. Kitchen. A little dated. Can definitely be fixed up. Already generating income and making great money. All right, now, as you can see, guys, dining room, living room, plenty of light coming in. We've got a bedroom to the left and a bedroom to the right, and we also have a washroom. And then back behind me, we have 2 more rooms I'm going to show you. There's a balcony here, as you can see. And there's your door, kind of overlooking things. Let's get in here. Well, can't get in right now. So I'll take you out on the way out, guys. Restroom, as you can see. Of course, your tub shower combo, as you can see. Another room, flat screen TV, closet in the corner. And then your washroom, as you can see. Kitchen's got a nice bar. But let's get over here. So we have a room to our right. We do have the owner's closet right here. Community bathroom that services both rooms, and another room here. Let's take a look. As you can see. Dual vanities. Nice. Shower. Owner's closet. Great for your cleaning lady with a little coat on the door. All right, guys. Now, this also has a view to the front porch balcony, which we'll get to now. So guys, this is your front porch balcony. Now, you can see, connects to that room. The street is absolutely beautiful, adorned with some gorgeous homes. This takes us downstairs. This takes us upstairs. There's another unit right above it. Another 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom unit. Another nice porch. There's your entrance. And I just wanted to stop real quick and show you the view from up here. You can see that ocean right there. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Let's take a gander over here and see what the neighborhood looks like. Not bad at all. So Unit A is the bottom floor, or the first floor. Unit B is the second floor. It's public parking right there. This is the front of this gorgeous listing, as you can see. I get calls and emails every day from investors just like you looking to make their move into the Myrtle Beach market. They want to invest in short-term vacation rental properties. They want to invest in oceanfront condos. They want to know where the best deals are in our market. Well, guys, you're talking to the right person. 843-360-1737. I'm going to help you put your hands on the best deals in our market. If you're a first-time investor or a seasoned investor, if you're 1 year, 6 months, 3 years out, I don't care where you are in the investing process, pick up the phone, give me a call, send me an email, shoot me a text message, and let one of the many stories on our channel be one of your stories.
We were renovating 412.
Okay.
So you do stuff by yourself, and
okay.
you sleep in the house still.
Yep.
Yeah, 412, the yellow house
Yep.
was so outdated. There was a sink in every room.
It's outdated.
I have no idea why.
Sink?
Yeah,
it was.
so we totally renovated this house.
But hold on. No, I've got to unpack that.
Huh.
You bought a place because you knew it was the right fit based on it had outside stairs,
Yeah.
Kitchen.
We knocked
kitchens.
on the door on that one.
Okay, so you knew the things that were non-negotiables to be a smart investment, but then it also had sinks in every single room.
Yeah, because they rent it per room.
So it was, but for y'all, that was the smart move. That was the advantageous move. Even though you had to get rid of all the sinks.
It's hard to find. It's location.
Okay.
And it's hard to find these houses. So the more you get it, some of the houses not for sale. So we call the
off market
owner,
yeah.
and we get.
Oh, so
but this is not the
Anyway,
Yeah.
we renovated this house.
Yeah.
We were renovating it. We were staying it because sometimes
and you can look and see what's going on in the other house. It's spring break.
Oh man!
Our first, we didn't know that.
We didn't know
that the kids' college do stuff like that.
So again, it's the only house that has a lot of space in the parking lot, and in the pool, and in to do a lot. So the house supposed to hold like 40 people. There was 150 people.
No way!
We were renting other house around
Renting other houses
gathering
and gathering in our house.
Wow.
So the party was in our house, and there was like about 30 cars.
And so, so this is the first year that you ever rented it.
Yeah, first year.
Okay, so
summer, and we got the other house, and we are renovating. So and suddenly something happened, I think is smaller, and we gave our number to the police. This is our houses. So we went voluntarily. This is something that you learn when you have a big house, is you get your cops, the first responder, to be your friends.
Yes.
So we went to the police and station, and we told them this house and this house is our the address, and if you need any problem or anything, here's our number. We are local. Call, even if you're not local, call me.
Yeah,
if there is a problem.
Call me if there's a problem.
Of course, the party get out of control, and Surfside is also people live there, so they got complaints. Four cops car
That
came
was
in.
like 1, 2 a.m. Not
2 in the morning. I was sleeping. I was like, I hear it, but what I should do? I didn't know what to
can you do? What can you do? The cops are raiding my house now.
So they called us. I said, yeah, we hear him. I'm coming. I'm
Give
coming.
me
So
5
we
minutes,
were
I'll be
there
there.
5 minutes, and he asked me what you want to do. I said, what you want to do? Get him out.
Get all these people out of my
Oh,
house.
they were crashing the house. We have cameras outside.
Okay, yeah.
They moved the cameras, and they were so drunk. I feel bad for them. They were falling all the stairs, and they don't feel that.
They not getting
Oh man.
on their legs, they're in their butts, getting
That's
down
horrible.
like that.
Oh yeah, and the policeman said, he got all of them to leave the house.
And we
And he told them, even if the owner said you can stay, you cannot stay. You cannot stay, and you cannot drive. They were running like rats, you know. It was so funny.
I bet that was hilarious.
It was hilarious, and the best thing is, we got the house early, and we kept all our money.
That's awesome. So
we have something like that. I told a lot of documentation. There is a contract you sign to rent the house, and
Yeah.
it says you cannot party, and we learned from that. So we say you cannot party, you cannot, like, there is rules of the house, and you
Yeah.
have to accept. If you accept it, and you did something wrong, what can I do? You know that. And we, especially in the spring break, we specify, yes, we can rent in the house, but you cannot do parties. And if you did parties and you're gonna get caught, you're not gonna get any of your money back.
And in Airbnb and Verbo, there is nothing can prevent minors from.
They can lie.
They can
lie.
There is nothing proof
Yeah, there's no way.
your age.
So what was the important lesson there?
Be careful to whom you're renting in the spring.
Get a lot of money up front.
Deposit.
Deposit.
Security.
deposit.
In the spring months or always?
When you always have that, but especially in spring, when you're at college and you tell them the rules. One of the things I learned, sorry to say that, the mattresses, I have like 3 mattress protectors.
Really?
Because they get drunk and they
got
don't know
a lot
what
of
to do and
throw up on your mattress.
other stuff. So we
Waterproof
protect
stuff.
waterproof everything, making
Extra
sure.
linen.
Yeah, so invest in your linens.
Waterproof? Now talk to me. What are you waterproof? Like,
Waterproof the mattresses. Waterproof the get the cover.
Yeah, like plastic
glass.
cover.
No, not the plastic.
Not
I
plastic?
want my guests to be. I got that, and I noticed that guests don't like it. So no, I got something that's really good. It's not plastic. It's a type of it.
Vinyl. Is it vinyl?
Vinyl. That's the flooring. It's something
No.
comfortable for the guests, but it's not gonna make heat and make them uncomfortable.
Okay.
But,
Yeah.
But I got the zipped one, and I got like another one with
Stretch. It's stretched.
Yeah.
On
another one over it. So whatever happened, you have to keep in mind, I get this house, the big house, is 10 bedrooms, 6 bathrooms.
Yeah.
And the guests wanna leave late, and the other guests wanna come early.
So you only have 5 hours
To clean all of that,
Clean
and
all
have
of that.
to clean it. So
They
you
can
need to
imagine
think
the
smart.
mess.
Man,
The
10
mess.
bedrooms in 5 hours. They have to have a
mess.
crew of people cleaning.
have.
Yeah.
But I have also to have, because you can guess, like I would say this house, we provide towels, big towel and a washcloth for every guest.
Okay.
Okay. And
Wow.
a small one for.
How many towels and washcloths do you
well,
have?
You can say
Lots of them, probably.
Hundreds.
Yeah.
Hundreds.
the problem is I put something else we have in our units. Each unit has its own washer and dryer, so that helps. So I have put a sign, you cannot wash anything with white linen. And you can get a guest that put small thing, and this one's not white anymore, it's pink,
Purple
blue,
or pink.
whatever.
Ruined.
I believe you should invest in commercial real estate in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, because over 90,600 people relocated to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina in 2023 alone. This means increased demand for commercial space like retail, multifamily, office, and industrial, and ultimately excellent annual profits and appreciation. Now, for retail, more residents equal more consumers equal higher rental sales potential. This drives up rents and occupancy in retail centers. For multifamily, higher population boosts demand for rental housing, pushing rents up and lowering vacancy. Now, for office, job growth typically follows population growth, increasing demand for office space. For industrial, more people means more consumption and e-commerce activity, increasing warehouse and last-mile logistics demand. Ultimately, the return on investment impact is higher rents, lower vacancy, and rising property values that drive higher net operating income and appreciation. I believe you should invest in commercial or real estate in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, especially oceanfront hotels in the hospitality industry, because of the 20 to 22 million tourists that visit our market each year, which is the number 2 vacation destination on the East Coast. High tourism equals steady demand, making it one of the most visited beach destinations in the United States. Our oceanfront hotels benefit from consistent seasonal occupancy, premium nightly rates compared to inland properties, and repeat visitors including families, snowbirds, and golfers. All right, guys, now this property is located at 412 Seaside Drive. We're right here in Surfside Beach. Now, the owner who's selling this property is also selling another property. If you'll take a look on the right side of your screen, you'll see some of the income numbers I want to cover with you. For 412 Seaside Drive, that's the top set of numbers. You see Holidays by the Sea, and it made $76,688.94. That is the owner renting this unit as an 8-bedroom. Now, next, you'll see Holidays by the Sea B, top floor. He rented it as a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom. That was $24,149.17. And then finally, you have Holidays by the Beach A, first floor. He rented that as a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom, made $30,322.82. Additionally, you can carry this a little bit forward. He's got it broken down into total Airbnb and total VRBO, as well as total private credit and total private cash. Now, his for Airbnb for Holidays by the Sea as the 8-bedroom, 4-bathroom unit, it was $28,942.94. Again, with just one of those 4.2s, he brought in $12,029.17, and then with another one of the 4.2s, he brought in $22,725.82. And then on VRBO, you can see renting it as a full 8-bedroom, 4-bathroom. He brought in $29,371.27. Again, renting it out separately. He did not do as well on VRBO. Again, making $5,416 for one unit, $5,317 for another unit. Now, he obviously extended some private credit to some individuals. For his 8-bedroom, 4-bathroom, $10,274.73. Then we have separate units, $5,134, and then again the other separate 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom, $1,480. Finally, he's got total private cash on here. So obviously, some people send him some Venmos or some Zelles in order to be able to use this. Now, again, renting it out as a whole, 8-bedroom, 4-bathroom, $8,100. Rented out as a separate unit, we have $1,570, and then finally $800. So guys, what I want to point out is that I want to talk about the additional gross rental income that he was able to bring in through private credit and cash, because we have a total private credit of $16,888.73. We have total private cash of $10,470. Guys, that's $27,000 in additional income that he would not have made had he not had a strong sphere of influence and worked his sphere of influence. And that's the whole point here, guys. Yes, you can do well on Airbnb and VRBO. Simultaneously, it will be even sweeter if you do have a strong sphere of influence and you're marketing on your social media channels to your sphere of influence, because that can really help crank up that gross rental income. It looks like this gentleman did very, very well.
Whole thing.
Okay, so you guys obviously set up like house rules in the house.
Yes.
You got stuff like that. You got little books they can see. You got stuff on the walls they can read. Welcome stuff. Do you guys get automated text messages? Do you send automated text messages and emails through the Airbnb platform?
Correct.
Yep.
So I am the guy with the system thing. So I set up everything to be automated. The game is work smart, not hard.
Yeah.
So you automate, you use the system to the limits. So I think that's you.
No, it's fine. Go ahead.
The system that you use can work in all the channels on the same time.
What system do you use?
We've been through a lot of them, but right now we are happy with HostAway.
HostAway.
And it's very good on multi units. So it do the locking. If somebody the units will lock the house, and the house will lock the units. It work very well. It worked very well with automation.
Okay.
It worked very well with multi-channels. It worked very well with it didn't have dynamic pricing, so we was using a different software. But
Price Lab,
yeah. But now HostAway has dynamic pricing.
That's cool.
The other thing but we don't use, is if you have a smart locks. We have a smart locks, but we do it through our apps. Okay. Because it costs more. So the stuff that you can do, you don't have to pay extra. So
and talk about smart locks. Basically you're putting a special keypad on the door.
Yes.
And you can just change it right from your phone.
Correct. And the other thing is, before the guest comes in, 2 days.
Yep.
After, if they paid in full, it's automated email or text go to the guest with the code and the address and everything. So not only we try to be proactive, not the guest, and let them feel secure, safe. We not people are scamming people all around.
Yeah, all the time.
How they think that we are safe?
Yeah, exactly.
Before, like a week before they come, we will send an email. We will send you the instruction 2 days before you come.
Yeah.
It's an email. You just feel safe. Yeah, but in the same time, I don't want to give you the address and the code, and you come early. Yeah. Early, and there's people here. Yeah, exactly. So I need to be cautious.
Cautious too. Yeah. It's a delicate dance.
Correct.
Yeah. So, question for me: now, can you guys get any kind of operational efficiencies by having a multi-unit property like that? Like any kind of operational efficiencies? Are there any kind, like just clean, like, are there any ways to save money because you have a multi-unit property like that?
Well, because we are managing
versus like 3 standalone, 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom oceanfront condos. Somebody could go out and buy 3 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom oceanfront condos maybe for the price of your 1 multifamily unit. So, do you think that you save money versus being diversified like that?
Well, you get one loan, So that's one instead of 3 loans.
One loan?
Yeah, every loan you pay closing costs
Yep.
on it.
Yep.
So at least you save some here.
Okay.
Again, the way we rent it, it's much better for if you have 3 different ones than one house.
Yep.
You get families.
Yep.
So that's another way of getting more money of renting it.
Can-
And the cleaning.
I was going to ask you about cleaning.
The cleaning, when she cleans the whole house, and she has the stuff of cleaning, for example, for all the one house, instead of 3-4 houses like away from each other.
Okay.
And the cleaning, they have the storage, they have their stuff there, so it helps them when they clean. They know she have extra comforts, she have extra linen, extra towels, extras there, all of this. You buy this stuff in bulks, and when they are on sale and a good stuff, and this
Yep.
helps.
Yep. Yeah. So, are you able to get a deal on your cleaning cost at all? I mean, because
Well, if you have, it depends on the cleaning. It depends who's gonna clean for you.
yeah.
If you have,
Sometimes you have more, you get discounts.
Yep.
But
So-
I work with all type of cleaning, like companies, the linens, rented the linens, got my own linens, wash the linens myself, get someone. So.
But the best when you have your own team, you can save a lot. But if you went through companies, yeah, you have to negotiate.
Yeah.
And again, the more
Yeah.
that you have units, the more you get better deal.
For sure.
The other thing is, when you have more units, become more, have more advantage of the business that you are asking for more discount. So if you have 15 units, you will get more discount
No
than
doubt.
three
And
units.
think for it. I buy my own linen. So if all of them are using the same linen, I always have extras. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If one house, I got 2-3 sets, and
Yeah.
they can get ruined in a week. But if I have a lot of linens from the other houses that are using the same, she can use the linen from here, use it there if there is like
Absolutely.
something missing, stuff like that.
Yeah. So it pays to have the multi-units just for that factor.
Yeah.
So, okay, walk me through what piece of advice would you guys give a first-time investor getting into this game? They're wanting to buy a multifamily, short-term vacation rental property. What's the piece of advice that you would have given yourself 5 years ago when you're first starting? Like, what do you say to you 5 years ago?
When you have a problem, fix it from the root.
Fix it from the root?
Yes.
Can you?
Don't put bandages. If you have a bad bathroom, don't keep fixing it. Just change it.
Just change the bathroom.
But yeah.
Or
because
bad stairs.
The
Bad stairs,
the
right?
bathroom costs $100
Yep.
versus you keep changing the flush for $15.
Yes.
Just the material plus 50
just-
or $75 for the guy that to come in and fix it.
Yeah. So
It's-
you're saying
For example, I'll give easier one. Washer and dryers or refrigerator. They cost a lot to fix.
Yep.
Well, we found places, thank God for it, that they buy
Liquidations.
Liquidations.
They buy
So-
the ones that has scratch or
Yeah,
something.
So it's easier, it's cheaper and easier and less headache. If I have a refrigerator keep broken, instead of paying $200 every time, just get one for $400.
Be
and
done
then
with it.
Done with it. Stuff like
Correct.
that.
Save yourself the time.
Correct.
If they complain about the grill, all of this we had been through. Like the grill is not clean.
We go
or
and
it's
clean
rusted.
it ourselves. No, get a new one. $200 new one.
Don't go clean it 3 times and have 3 mad guests.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
And,
200.
and guests appreciate that. Like I had stuff happens. I get a washer that broke, and it broke 2 times before or something like that. Well, it's time to change it. It's easier for me and cheaper to change it, and I change it the same day. When a guest see that, he appreciate that you brought him a new washer.
Yeah, no doubt. But they're like, wow.
And you are on top of it.
Yeah.
You're not waiting till like, oh, okay, I will send someone tomorrow. Sometimes, and something else we were doing, if a guest has a problem and I cannot fix it right away, We go ourselves, bring donuts or something,
Wow.
and apologize for the guests and let them know we know the frustration. We're trying our best, and it's out of our hands. So
Yeah.
we try to provide alternative.
Yeah, exactly.
But we
It's a nice
apologize
touch.
for that. Yes.
Real nice.
and
touch.
and say, are you the owner? Yes, we are. And it feels very personal for the guest that the owners came and fixed it.
For sure.
Versus a handyman.
Yeah, at themselves they showed up.
Yeah.
Because we value you.
Exactly. It says a lot.
You're not a guest for you are. We appreciate your business.
You aren't just another number, you're an actual face, and we know that. I get calls and emails every day from investors just like you looking to make their move into the Myrtle Beach market. They want to invest in short-term vacation rental properties. They want to invest in oceanfront condos. They want to know where the best deals are in our market. Well, guys, you're talking to the right person. 843-360-1737. I'm going to help you put your hands on the best deals in our market. If you're a first-time investor or a seasoned investor, if you're 1 year, 6 months, 3 years out, I don't care where you are in the investing process, pick up the phone, give me a call, send me an email, shoot me a text message, and let one of the many stories on our channel be one of your stories. All right, so let's dive into the numbers right here at 412 Seaside Drive in Surfside Beach. Now, again, the purchase price was $1,750,000. The acquisition cost, we've got you at 4% brokered fees. That's $70,000. The loan cost and fees was $26,250. We've got you at 2% loan fees of the actual loan amount. The mortgage was $1,312,500. That's 75% of the purchase price. It's got you paying 25% down. So if you take your purchase price, you add in your acquisition cost, you add in your loan cost, you take out your mortgage, you're left with the initial investment of $533,750 to get into this deal. That's the money out of your pocket into this deal. So let's get into the taxable income section of our analysis worksheet. You'll notice that the top line says potential rental income. We've got you at $252,233 for year one. Essentially, if you had 100% occupancy all year long, that's what we estimate you can bring in on this property. Now, vacancy and credit losses. According to AirDNA, it had an occupancy rate of 48%. So we've got you at vacancy and credit losses to the tune of 52%. Now, that's going to bring your effective rental income down to the $131,161. And that is the number that was reported by the seller of the property that he made last year in total income for rentals through Airbnb and VRBO, and as well as his sphere of influence. Now, we take that 131, 161 effective rental income. We add in any other income. Maybe, on some properties you'll have like parking income that you can make. Maybe there's a billboard near the property or somebody pays to put a sign up on it. But in this instance, we didn't have any of that. So your gross operating income, it just carries straight down to the 131, 161. Your operating expenses were $27,544. Now, if you take out that was 23% roughly of the operating income. Now, if you take the $27,544 from the 131, 161 gross operating income, you will be left with a net operating income of as much as $103,617. Now, your interest on the mortgage came out for the first year to $91,239. Keep in mind, all these numbers we are referencing because interest is a write-off for you. This is the taxable income section of the worksheet. Now, your cost recovery for your improvements. That's the depreciation that you're able to write off on this property each year. Now, what we did was we went into the assessor's office, found out what the percentage of the assessor's rated improvements were to the total assessed value of the property to get a percentage in order to calculate a defendable basis with the IRS of what you're writing off on your depreciation. So, for example, in this instance, I think it was 32%. In other words, The assessed value of the improvements was 32% of the total assessed value of the property. Because we're using our basis as the assessor's office, it's pretty much hard to argue with, basically. So all that being said, we took that 32%, we multiplied it by the sales price plus the brokerage fees, and that gave us the amount that we were able to depreciate. Now, we also had to take into account mid-month convention when calculating your depreciation. Mid-month convention, in my words, states something to the effect of, in the year of acquisition, we're only going to be able to count 11 and a half months of that purchase time. We're assuming that you purchased it the very first month of the year. And of course, in year 5, we're assuming in the year of disposition that you sold it in the last month. And we're only counting 15 days out of that month and 15 days out of the first month in January for your acquisition year. So we have taken into account mid-month convention. Now, moving right along. Cost or recovery for the year, that's depreciation, came out to $20,931. Then you also have the amortization of your loan costs. We've got 2% of your loan costs spread over 5-year ownership term. That's $5,250 per year. Then you've also got your taxable income. So essentially, we've got you at a taxable income of negative $13,803. If you take your net operating income, you pull out that first mortgage interest because it's a tax write-off. You pull out your depreciation, again, another tax write-off. You pull out your loan cost, again, another tax write-off. You're actually writing off more than you have income to be taxed on. So you're in the negative $13,803. You're in the clear. Ultimately, your tax liability and savings, I've got you doing that at 37% tax bracket, which is 37% of that $13,803, bringing you in at $5,107. Now, for all of the rest of the years, they were calculated the same way. I just took into account a 2% escalation in the gross rent or in the potential rental income based off inflation. So we're just going to say, hey, that your rental rates are going to increase by 2% every year, and your numbers correspond as such. So now let's work through the cash flow section of this worksheet. This is the actual money that's hitting your pockets that you're seeing. You got your net operating income that comes in at $103,617. You've got your annual debt service. That's 12 months worth of payments on your loan. Comes up to $111,318. If you take the debt service, which is $111,318, from the net operating income of $103,617 that you're bringing in on the property, you are left with a cash flow before taxes of as much as negative $7,701. Now, obviously, your annual debt service is outweighing your net operating income, so the investment is not profitable in the first year, but that's okay. That's okay because we're going to make up for it when we sell the property. Sometimes you run into investments where you have to carry them a while. Now, if as far as tax liability, that was $5,107. If you subtract that from the $7,701, you are left with a cash flow after taxes of negative $2,594. And you'll notice in the corresponding years, until we hit year 4, we actually do not go profitable. And then in year 5, you go up to as much as $395. However, considering how our market has appreciated, considering that this is a value-added property, considering you purchased this property at the right rate, at the right net present value, which we're just about to get into, and the property appreciates very well like it did historically. Just 2 years ago, the property was $800,000. It's now on the market for $1.75 million. So you might not make the money on the annual profits, although I do believe that you can. This property, if it was remodeled and taken care of and ran well, man, yes, you could make some excellent annual profits with it. It's already got a great track record showing that that there's plenty of demand for it. It's just a matter of raising the average annual night rate that you can charge. There's demand. You just need to charge more. So ultimately, I do believe you can make great annual profits on this property. And I do believe it will appreciate very, very well, which you'll see in just a minute. I'll show you some of that appreciation over the next 5 years, and you'll see how this investment pays off. Correct.
And the other advice is think about the stuff that can happen and try to
eliminate it.
Like the keypad you were talking about.
Okay.
When we got the house,
That's good.
I asked them, guys, we need to put a key lock with a physical key in it because these keypads, the battery can go bad,
They die.
something happen.
Yeah.
And we had to do trips to do that many times. And well, can we put key locks now? And that's what we did. It helped.
Yeah.
It saved me a lot.
Yeah.
The keypad went wrong or something happened to it. There is a key. The guests will not get frustrated.
Yep.
And-
That's right.
And while we do have two, some people say only have the key, the physical key. Well, guess it happens. They leave the keys inside, lock the door, and
then you still got to come bring a key.
yeah. So,
So
you have to have
don't-
two ways.
Don't have one key. Put two keys out there.
No, the keypad and the key lock.
Gotcha,
No.
gotcha.
So you
And-
can access, and the keypad. Sometimes people cannot know how to use the keypad.
Yeah.
So you have to have it as a good company that you can control it from your phone
To open it.
To
to open it, to
Get
lock
out.
it, see stuff like
Y'all
that.
see all kinds of stuff.
Well,
Yeah.
learning is not cheap.
Learning is not cheap. You heard it right here, guys.
But
Giving
it's
a
cheap
lot
here.
of- No, we give a lot of experience.
Is it-
That's
oh,
all
yeah,
it
This
costs.
channel is
Come
cheap.
on, it's too easy. Now, so what piece of advice would you give a seasoned investor? So that was for a first-time investor. What would you tell a seasoned investor that's looking to expand into this market? They're possibly looking to buy a multifamily property. Maybe they've owned a few oceanfront condos. They've dabbled in it a little bit. What would you tell a seasoned investor?
You think of something?
Well, I love oceanfront, I understand, but they cost a lot of money of what they provide.
Okay.
Like if you got something like these houses, they are right by the ocean. They have
But
ocean
they are
view,
second row.
so they cost
They
less.
they cost less. They have they have good views.
Great reviews.
What do
Yeah.
you think about the view? It's not ocean,
I mean,
but
it's not oceanfront, but you can
it's-
still see the water.
Here you go.
Yeah.
The game is to see the water.
Yes.
And when you have it, is like most of our, all of them, is corner lot.
Okay.
All of our property is corner lot. Why? Corner lots, you guarantee that nobody will build in front of you because there is a street.
A block review.
Oh, so you'll always be able to see that ocean.
So you'll always be
You
able
can
to
catch
see
that view.
It's not direct,
Yeah.
but and so it's God's work that make these properties available,
Yep.
and it's God's work that we can get those properties in the way that we want it, in the concept that we want it.
Yep.
And the other thing is the location of this property. What the most thing of any property, you can change the interior, you can change the exterior, but you cannot change the location or
No.
the position
No.
of the property across the water.
No.
Why? Because you can come if your property is not oceanfront
Okay.
and you purchase a property is second or third row
Okay.
and it's not a corner lot, somebody can knock the house in front of you down and build it 3-4 floors. You cannot control that,
No,
right?
you can't.
If he
Not at
has
all.
the money, he
No.
will do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then that once was ocean view
It's
become
gone.
not
Become gone.
gone.
So always look for the corner lots.
Corner lots, no HOA, no HOA.
Yeah. Nobody telling you what to do with your investment.
You are
Yeah.
free. The game is freedom. So you're free to do whatever, whenever you want, not getting permission to fix something, and that will be a problem with your guests.
Well, condos has its own adventure and everything, but we're just talking from
Yeah.
what
Absolutely.
we prefer.
Absolutely. Now, and there's a different type of investor for every type of property. And there's people that like playing the oceanfront condo game. There's people that like playing the commercial game. There's people that like playing short-term multifamily game. So, what kind of trends do you guys see impacting the short-term rental business in our market? Like, in the last 5 years that y'all have been in the market, what have you seen the market do, and where do you think the market's going?
Inflation is my enemy.
Talk to us. Talk to us.
So we are vacation rental. It's vacation. Vacation comes when you have extra
Disposable income. That's right. Yep.
So if your family is passing week by week and their price is high, so the 4 years that the past 4 years was like it was not the best for us.
Okay.
Well,
Even though this is this is
it got like we
from
got,
worst to from good, worse, the worst
So it's been on
That's
it's
hard.
been on a decline for you.
decline.
Yeah.
but
from years
even that,
God,
thank God,
yeah, God
our
help
houses
us.
did great because
Great.
they are separate units.
Yeah.
So in spite of the fact that the overall market was declining, your property still did very, very well.
Yeah.
Yes,
because
comparing to
because we have
others.
the flexibility of changing strategy when we can open and decline the pricing according to the inflation and according to interest rate. So my costs go with the interest rate, and in the same time go with like the team need increase their wages.
Yep.
And the cost of other stuff. So
Everything,
we have to play smart. Let me reduce the pricing, get at least the money going, so I can make it looks make our property looks like people will say, oh, that's cheap. It's it's just $100.
Good deal.
Good deals.
Yeah. Good deal.
Appeal.
Appeal.
That's the
Yeah.
word I'm trying to
Yeah,
find.
appeal.
So to appeal for the time that it's just what. So for example, instead of opening the house for just 7 days, no, 1 night, 2 nights.
Yep.
Make the house available not for a week or the unit available for the week. No, shorten the time, minimize the price. So this will be appealing for people. Maybe they will not get a vacation for a week, but they will get the vacation for 2 days.
Exactly.
For 1 day.
So you guys got really good at adjusting your rental strategy
And the
based on
configuration of the software.
so that regardless of whether or not the market was doing good overall, you found a way to reel in the people that were serious about taking a vacation, and that's what helped keep your units afloat and doing well, while other people that were just relying on pricing software, they were done.
Or property management. The
Or
property
property
management
management,
do the weekly. They don't
Yeah.
do the
They're not
days.
flexible.
They're not flexible.
Oh,
they
okay.
don't have
They
that-
care about your unit rented more, like days, than how much it brings, and the quality of people renting your property. That's another.
That's a whole other. That's on the top. I want to ask you.
conversation.
I've got to ask you about that now. So, I'll have investors that will not want to buy in maybe the south end of the beach, or they want to buy only in the north end of the beach, or they're concerned about the person that's going to be renting their property. Kind of speak to that. Do you guys have a preference on who rents your property, or did you choose Surfside Beach because you felt like it would be a better person renting, or a person that would take care of your property more? Kind of dive into that
Well,
as best as you can.
well, you don't know who's renting your house.
Okay.
You cannot control that.
Yep.
It depends. If you rent it really cheap, you're gonna get people, a quality of people that are gonna trash the house, and you're gonna pay more money to fix
But
it than
that's
the money.
generalized. You generalize.
I'm not
Even if you have if you increase the price, we did increase the price. You get people are entitled, and they pay. I paid we hear that all the time. I paid a lot of money for this. I'm not. This is not acceptable. The door is have a mark. That's not acceptable. You're not renting a house, a brand new house.
No, it's not new construction. Come on.
So
You're not renting a house that you're gonna live in. You're
live
here
in.
for
It's just a
vacation.
week. So if it has, we paint it. We keep painting.
Yep.
Every season. But if and it's, I cannot get somebody every time that coming in to paint
No,
everything.
you can't paint it every time
So-
it's turnover. Come on.
So I paid a lot of money for this. So we don't generalize, but the thing is, people are different, and people expectations are different.
That's right.
And when they rent the house, they think they own the house. They own the house, but it's okay. That's the entitlement
Yep.
of human being.
Yep.
I spend money. I own the house on that particular time.
Day, yep.
And
I'm gonna do what I want.
Right. I will do whatever I want. And you are here to make sure that the house is functioning the way I have in my mind. And if God forbid, you are running your house like no other, the house that you coming from, the
Yeah.
house that you lived in,
Yeah.
and you come into a vacation rental,
Yep.
your expectation think, oh, it's your first time doing a vacation rental, and you used to be in hotels.
Yes. Yes.
Like a 5 stars or whatever
Yeah,
stars
yeah.
hotel.
Yeah, the
and
Ritz.
And you coming to a vacation rental house. No, I can't live I can't stay here. Look. Our houses are clean.
Yeah,
Clean.
Clean, yeah.
But it's not your expectation that you think it's you go to hotels, it's brand new.
Yeah.
No, it's not brand new. It's
a beach house.
It's a beach house,
Yeah.
and the furniture is like 2 years old. You think, no, it's not new.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not going to be new construction. So.
Here you go.
So obviously you get pushback from guests there,
Yeah.
where they've got one expectation in their mind. They get there, it's something different. So talk to me about, where do you see the market going?
I'm very optimistic.
Okay.
I'm very optimistic with the market going in the right direction.
Go in the right direction?
In the right direction. Even though a lot of people saying it's not.
Okay.
I'm very optimistic.
Okay.
That it will go, people will have more money to spend. Maybe not in these 3 months coming in, but
Okay.
after that,
Yep.
I feel like the people will have more money on their hand to spend on vacation.
Yeah, and do you think that has anything to do with President Trump?
Yes.
Come on,
100%.
Come on.
I'm a Trumper.
I'm a Trumper too. Come on. I'll take it all day long.
So I feel like the stuff that he will do, like
Will increase disposable income.
and tax, eliminating tax for people above 150,000.
Okay.
That will help us because
Okay.
think of it this way: if you know that you will not get paying taxes in your income, you can spend it on your vacation. That's
all day long. And you know that. I mean, you know that people are going to be, when they have increased purchasing power, I want to say it was 40% of all Airbnb bookings were from retirees. Did you guys know that?
Well,
40%. So
Yeah.
that's a large number. Now,
Yes.
the whole point is that, obviously if the disposable income increases, more people are going to be able to afford to go on vacations and more often.
And when he said there is no taxes on Social Security, and there is no, if you said all 40% are retirees, so there is no taxes on their income, that's more money for go vacation.
Come on, I'm all over it. All right, so so you guys completely believe that the short term, and this question might be even silly to ask, you guys do believe that the short term vacation rental market is going to be here for the long run, right? Do you think that the Airbnb and VRBO platforms are going to crash?
Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
What you will do if you work the whole year?
Go on a vacation.
No. If you work the whole year without vacation,
Oh, it probably wouldn't be good.
you will become moody,
Yeah.
and you will have more fights with your wife
Come on.
and the kids.
Come on. You got to go have some fun. Everybody's got to let loose and have fun.
But at least
Yeah.
a day or two
Yeah, doing something.
to like set your battery back
Reset. Hit the reset
to
button.
reset button.
Yep.
So if we said the market is, or the will say, will become pessimistic,
Yep.
what the people will do if they will not go on vacation?
So basically, what you're saying is like there's no going back. Now that there's platforms like Airbnb and VRBO and Booking.com, now that people can just simply book their vacation and go, there's no going back.
But even if you don't have these channels, you have your own website.
Absolutely.
So we have our own website, myrtlevacay.com.
Absolutely,
we
guys.
hope you guys can
Get on there, check
Yes.
out the properties, book, send to your friends, share it on Facebook.
Yes, myrtlevacay.com. VACAY.
MyrtleVACAY.com.
Yes.
You heard it right here.
We are family owned, so
And you can look
support
down
us.
in the description and find it there. You just copy and paste it right into your web browser.
Yes.
Thank you.
Now, one last question for you guys. Hopefully it's the last one. Looking back on your journey, is there anything that you would have done differently when starting to invest in Surfside Beach in these multifamily properties? What would you have done differently? Because that's where, the real fruit is for first-time investors.
Well, I would say I learned a lot because I'm responsible for maintaining and cleaning. I learned a lot of stuff like that. If I knew it would have saved me a lot of time and hassle and money.
Yep.
Like for the key, as example, for the key.
Yep.
Stuff like that. But I had to go through it to learn it. We didn't have short term is different than long term.
Okay.
You don't know the problems. Long term, the problems it's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Pretty calculated, yes.
Short term, different problem every day.
Yep.
That's one of the things I wish I knew would have saved
You
me a
have
lot.
different mindset. You need to be in your toe. The other thing I learned, if I will do it again,
Yep.
is when you start, you don't have a lot of money to spend.
Yep.
So, for example, we didn't have money to spend on key locks,
Okay.
smart keys.
Okay.
The smart key that we choose
Yep.
is Schlag. Why we use Schlag? Because they are the only company that they give you a guarantee,
3 years.
3-year guarantee to change the lock.
Yep.
This lock, again, you work with salt air. Salt air eats the inside of
The lock.
the lock.
Yes. Come on.
So it stopped working. I put the battery and it doesn't.
Nothing happens. It doesn't come in. Yeah, it doesn't come on. Yeah.
So I
You
called.
found that out the hard way.
I called. No, what we found out is we don't want to spend that kind of money. It's cost $250 per lot.
Yeah.
So I don't want to spend that money in my head, and I'm just starting. I
Yeah,
don't want to.
yeah.
I don't want to spend that much money.
You don't have to.
I
Shoot.
don't want to spend that much money on cameras, but I found out this stuff, it will help you. So don't be afraid. This is if I will do it again.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to spend money.
Okay.
To spend money on automating your life.
As much as you can leverage technology,
Correct.
you need to leverage
Correct.
technology.
Use it. Don't think it's like the software that we didn't have software to use. We just doing it manually. We were doing it manually with Airbnb Verbo.
Yeah.
I don't want to spend $100 or $200 a month for a software that will make my life easier. We were doing all the notification. We were doing the price changes. We were doing everything ourselves, and
which is good and it has its place.
But,
we
but in the beginning,
Yeah.
but if you have the money, don't think that you saving money. No, spend that money. If you have it, work smart, not hard.
Yeah, work smart, not hard. Now, you mentioned doing everything yourself the first few years. I think this is an excellent piece of advice for anybody wanting to get into this business in any form or fashion. Doing it yourself and not passing off. If you pass it off to a property manager, you're not going to learn the business.
No, they become your partners.
they get more money than you.
They get more money from fees.
Do you hear that?
So
and the hidden fees too.
So PITS fee, we get it. If you get it with the property management, get that fee. Extra night, extra person fee, property management, get that. I get it. Wheelchair handicap fee, we get it. Not them. Or one of our pools are heated.
Okay.
So we charge the property management will charge for somebody to go and flip the switch. That's $150. Huh? I can go flip the switch and get the $150.
I'll take the extra $150 for the switch. So let's check out the cash flows for the life of this investment. We've got your holding period at 5 years. Year one, you're shelling out $533,750. Year two, you're negative $2,594. Year three, you're negative $1,490. That was year two. Year three, you're negative $734. Year four, you're positive $7. Year five, you've made $395,000. Now, I'm assuming that in year six, your cap rate is going to go down by 1% from 6.7%, which is what it is at currently, to 5.7% for this multifamily short-term vacation rental property. Should our market continue to appreciate the way that it's appreciated, I don't believe that that's too much of an ask. It's only 1 point in cap rate. That 1 point difference in cap rate puts your sales price at $741,091 in year six when you sell this property. At a 10% discount rate, so let's say that you've got to get 10% on your money, the net present value is negative $77,482. What that demonstrates to us is that we need to purchase this property at least $77,482 cheaper than what the initial investment is already, which I would imagine that the seller will be flexible with you on the purchase price, and you can come in and get this property where it needs to be so that you at least make that 10% return on your money. Your IRR was right at just a little over 6.5%. So guys, ultimately, you're making money on this property in the long run in appreciation. Additionally, you can make this property sing. I believe that. Absolutely. It's just a matter of coming in, doing the necessary remodel, doing the right design and decor on this property, and it will be a sure winner on Airbnb and VRBO. It already has a strong track record. I get calls and emails every day from investors just like you looking to make their move into the Myrtle Beach market. They want to invest in short-term vacation rental properties. They want to invest in oceanfront condos. They want to know where the best deals are in our market. Well, guys, you're talking to the right person. 843-360-1737. I'm going to help you put your hands on the best deals in our market. If you're a first-time investor or a seasoned investor, if you're 1 year, 6 months, 3 years out, I don't care where you are in the investing process, pick up the phone, give me a call, send me an email, shoot me a text message, and let one of the many stories on our channel be one of your stories. I believe you should invest in commercial real estate in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, because this is the fastest growing area out of the 150 most populated areas in the entire United States for the last 3 years in a row, according to U.S. News and World Report. This helps to insulate our market from many of the ups and downs that the rest of our nation's real estate market experiences. This can help you have a more stable rental property. I believe you should invest in commercial real estate in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, because they have a tremendous upside when compared to money market accounts and the stock market, due to the appreciation they earn and the potential of higher annual yields through their gross rental income when compared to these other investments. Money market accounts and the stock market don't have the upside of added appreciation. I believe you should invest in commercial real estate in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, because while our prices have risen and have held their value, we're also much cheaper than other places like Florida. If you're getting into the real estate game or expanding your current portfolio, the bang for your buck is sitting right on the Myrtle Beach, South Carolina oceanfront.
Thing else about we had when you buy a house, you have to honor 90 days of rentals. The first 90 days.
South Carolina state law. Anytime
Yes.
you purchase a short-term vacation rental property, you have to honor rentals on the books for up to 90 days. Post-closing, you do get the profits or the money that comes in once you've closed on that property. It's yours. However, you just have to honor those.
Yeah. So one of the houses it was
Property management.
comp-
So the property management has to keep those. So we stay.
Yeah,
we have,
you got to keep them for 90 days.
So
you
we
have the
have
old property
we-
manager on.
We have to sign with the property management, and we didn't get in the peak season, something else. So I will get to that.
Go for it.
But the peak season, we get $20,000 from that big house that we're supposed to get at least $100,000.
Not just that.
So-
Well, they maintaining. I got one time I cannot forget that. We have garbage disposal. They put a towel inside the garbage.
The guest.
The guest. I got the garbage disposal. Look, the towel out. Who can put a towel? Well, the guest should pay for that because he's the one destroyed it.
No, absolutely.
They didn't want to.
They don't want to
The property manager didn't
want to
charge
charge the guest.
I
Why?
had
So
one
I
guest,
end up.
sorry, we ended up changing it. One time a guest stayed and did dispute to his money, and then the property stayed for a whole week. In
So
the
if their
season.
fault, I didn't get the money, the guest disputed the money, they should get the loss. No, they make me.
Well, the
they
guest
passed the
So
law.
you don't want somebody telling you who you can and can't charge and who can get away with trashing your property and not have to pay you back for it.
Correct.
Yeah,
So
this 3 months is we paid a lot of maintaining the house because guests, they don't want to fix it.
so one of the things that we learned
Okay?
is the timing of buying the property. So make sure to honor that 90 days. You don't want to end up these 90 days on the summer. Why? Because for God's sake, that property is managed by property management. You will end up getting nothing from the peak season. So the best way is to buy your properties
In the winter months.
in the winter month
Yep.
before March.
Yep.
Or-
By March.
Or like our properties, they already have rentals, so
It doesn't
most
matter.
most of the work is done for you.
Yeah, most of the work is over. Yeah, so if you were to buy a property now, for example, March, April, if it's got tons of rentals on the books already, work's already done for you.
Correct. But it will work bad if your property is being managed by property management. So you have to honor that 90 days, and the property management will get the most of your money in the peak season.
You have to
Don't
see
do
the
that.
rentals. My advice is see the rentals on the books and how much are
Yeah.
they,
Yep.
and this helps.
Yep, absolutely. So guys, I want to just backtrack real quick. For anybody wanting to get into this business and you're serious about it, you need to self-manage the property.
Yes.
You're going to learn way more than you would if you pass it off to a property manager. Plus, you don't want to have to go through the gambit of getting bad property managers, deal with all the hassles and all that. If you just learn the business, you might find eventually a property manager that would be great for you.
Yeah, well, you need to know
A local
how-
person. We have somebody in our church that small. The more that the property management is small, find a small property management that you can negotiate better, and the guy doesn't have a lot of property to manage.
Yep.
So he will be in top of
yours.
Of yours.
Yeah, of your property.
But don't go with a property manager that has the thousands of property. It will be hard.
Find
Yeah.
someone who's gonna treat this property as his own.
Correct.
Yep.
I will look
And
for it
and
this
I will
afternoon.
tell you again, with the whole adage of self-managing, like nobody's going to treat your investment as well as you will.
Exactly. That's it become your baby
Yep.
versus you give your baby for a nanny.
Yep. Come on now. and who would do that? Come on now.
No, well, you can give it to them, but you still see homework, see
That's
what
right.
you've seen. The more you put effort, the more you gain.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
No gain, no pain, no gain.
Yep.
That's
And
it.
it's like anything in life, guys.
Yeah.
What you get out of this what you put into it. Bottom line.
Yes.
All right. So, any last things that you guys want to leave anybody with? Anything?
Good luck, and put God first, and God will guide you, and make your accumulate more property faster.
Amen. I can't disagree with that at all. Put God first in all things. I think there's an excellent proverb that says, what is it? Submit to the Lord and He will direct your paths. I mean,
There's a lot of them.
there's a lot of them. But the point is, guys, it is pure wisdom to put God first. Hands down. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He is absolutely the way and the truth and the life. And if you surrender and submit to Him, He will bless you.
Yeah,
Well,
and provide you wisdom what to do. Sometimes we don't know what to do. God give me what I should do with this person, or what I do with the
That's right.
or with this situation.
Put the words in my mouth, what to say to this guest.
Yes, and I will find myself sometimes whispering those kinds of prayers.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes,
God,
we
just
pray.
give me wisdom, show me exactly
Yes.
what I should say, help me have the right responses to the right circumstances
Yes.
at the right time. You know, give me clarity. Trust me.
Give me patience.
Give me patience,
Oh,
because
oh.
you're going to be dealing with some guests, so
Or-
you're going to need some patience.
Oh, give me solution very quick. Like sometimes we don't know what to do, and the person that is so mad, and we don't know how to calm him down. So
Oh, yeah.
God give us an idea.
That's right.
Give you grace in their eyes.
Yeah, and the other thing
Good.
is go get donuts and present it to them. And
So they calm down.
They were so happy. The kids
No, they
were happy,
appreciate that
and they
shit.
appreciate
Yeah,
you.
they
Go
appreciate that.
go and get something.
That's Peter's idea. Always
Peter,
get donuts.
That's a good idea.
So I mean, it's God's work.
All right,
Thank
guys.
you.
Well, you've heard it
Thank
here.
you for our time.
Listen, check out MyrtleVacay.com.
Yes.
Excuse me. MyrtleVacay.com. It's
Yes.
right there in the list in the video description. If you're interested in asking questions of Susie or Alfred, get in contact with me.
Yes.
I'll present them with your contact information and get you in contact. You can ask tons of questions. If you're interested in purchasing a multifamily short-term vacation rental property, pick up the phone and give me a call, 843-360-1737. Now that I'm thinking about it, I've got to ask you this question.
Yeah.
How long, you guys mentioned it took you 5 years before you bought a property.
Yeah.
Would you take 5 years now to buy a property?
It's hard to find the right property. It took
Okay.
us 5 years
Yep.
because God taught us a lot through this 5 years.
That's right.
And once we started from everyone finished. You know,
Yep, you had a lot of practice in
and
it.
but after that, we got a lot of
And
properties
it
after each other.
will happen with us. Whatever happened with us cannot happen with everybody.
Absolutely.
So the path for each one is different.
different.
And we didn't
Yeah.
look
Yeah.
for investment first. We looked for a house for us.
Okay.
But after that, God, and we didn't have the money to start investment. But as soon as God opened the door, we in short time we accumulate multiple property because
When God
God
opened the door,
was
nobody can close it.
So people, whatever they were able to do in whatever we did in 5 years, people will do in 15.
Okay. Yeah.
So put your path through God, not through your understanding. And
That's the proverb. Lean not on your understanding, and in all your ways acknowledge Him, and He will direct your paths. I got it. There we go.
So
know yourself.
and gather wisdom and use your resources. Use Brandon.
Absolutely, I'll help you.
And use somebody that you trust.
That's right.
Use your research. Don't depend on one person for an answer. Depending on other people to get your answer. And good luck.
Yeah, absolutely. So I want to speak to this though. I feel like your average person will spend lots and lots of time staying in the same place. Like they're thinking about it. I don't know this. I read an article here. I researched something here. Instead of just picking up the phone, you can call somebody I'm an investor broker. This is what I do. I analyze commercial investments. I analyze short-term vacation rental investments. If you've seen the channel, you see that I present all kinds of numbers and do tons of analysis and research on properties. The point is that I can take you from where you are to where you want to go in a matter of a few conversations. But if you don't ever pick up the phone and call, or don't send me an email, or don't send me a text message, you're stuck where you are with the limited resources that you got at your disposal. Now, should you do planning? Yes. Should you research? Yes. At the same token, you need somebody that's got boots on the ground, practical knowledge and experience that can connect the dots from you from all the different blog posts you were reading, all the videos you were watching. You need somebody that knows how to organize that information and say, oh, well, this is, and you'll ask this question, well, I read this. What about this? Well, it fits here like this. And then this piece of information fits here like this. And then before you know it, you've got a cohesive understanding of how to invest. And it's very methodical, it's very thought out, it's very, very worked through. But you can't, when you've not done it on your own, like if when you're on the outside and you're just doing research, you're learning a little bit here and a little bit here and a little bit here. You don't necessarily understand how it's all cohesively organized and how it works together. You need that frame of reference. And by picking up the phone, calling me, sending me a text message, shooting me an email, we can have those conversations. And what would take you, a year or two by yourself, we can handle in, a 30-minute conversation on the phone. So don't let fear hold you back. I don't care where you are in the process. If you're 6 months out, if you're 3 years out, if you're just starting to look,
take a step.
Yeah, take a step. Take a step of faith. Pick up the phone. I had a guy.
It will not cost you anything.
It doesn't cost you anything to call me. I'm not going to bite you. So I had a guy who called me maybe 2 days ago, right? His name is Dan. Cool guy, right? He's a pastor. He wants to retire at the beach. He called me 2 days ago. When we had the first conversation, he was like, I found this place, and he's like, well, I don't know, this is moving a little bit fast, because I'm answering his questions, I'm explaining him how the process works, we're working through things, we're talking, and he starts backtracking on me a little bit, and I'm like, Dan, don't be afraid, man, and I'm a person, so I'm going to talk to you like a friend, I'm like, don't be afraid. He started getting afraid. When it started getting real,
it's overwhelming.
Yeah,
but it's not overwhelming if you separate the task.
Yeah, yes. And so, yeah, exactly. You separate the task, you break it in little
right now, I would think of the house, and I would see if the location is right, and if the price is right, and I would take the house. Yeah. Then I will put it in each task.
One step at a time. So Dan, he's backtracking on me. I talk him off the ledge, right? And it's not that I was talking him into it. I was just saying as a friend, don't get afraid. You want to retire. You're retiring in 3 years. You found this place. You like this place. Don't get afraid because all of a sudden it's starting to get real. That this could be a real thing. He might have started to realize, and I'm just assuming this, Brandon's going to make this happen if I talk to him on the phone. Like, he can do it. Like, you know, like, this is getting real. Like, I can be in a condo in 30 to 45 days, right? So today he's under contract.
Wow, good job.
Yeah, so now did we have to work through some hurdles? Did I have to talk my lender off of a little bit of a ledge? There's lots of moving pieces, all kinds of things happen, right? That kind of stuff happens all the time. You want to be one of those investors. Nobody wants you to make a rash choice. I don't want you to buy something that's not going to make money. I don't want you to be in a bad spot. I want you to buy something and then, you know, 3 years up the road, 4 years up the road, you call me and go, Brandon, this investment's great. Let's do another one. You know, that's what I'm looking for, to work with investors. So the whole point is that I'm not going to put you in a bad place because my reputation's on the line. At the same token, I'm going to give you honest feedback about where you are, about the hurdles that you're facing in the process, so that you don't let fear hold you back, that you don't let procrastination hold you back, I'm going to be honest with you, you know, and I'm going to expect you to be honest with me all along the way. And if you do that, you can go in a 30-minute conversation from clueless, or I've you know, done a little bit of research, or I've been looking at this for 2 years and I still haven't made a choice, to, oh wow, look, I'm in a cash flowing property, I'm making $25,000 a year. Wow, and it's appreciating. I just ran numbers on one that was appreciating $35,000 a year of this property over the last 7 years. Anyways, the point is that you could be raking in profits and doing a whole lot better and having built some wealth for yourself and for your family and your loved ones if you just pick up the phone and give me a call. So it's 843-360-1737.
Thank you.
We're out. All right, I got to use the restroom. That was